burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Chop shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Friday's flames, Saturday's fly. Coming Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the chop shop. Crowd lights flicker on the virtual stands. Wheels shaking, calloused hands. Friday nights, the cup boys brawl. Rubbing paint, we risk it all. Saturday hits, Xfinity reigns. The next gen's coming to stake their claim. We've seen them grow, we've seen them fall. But every scar's a story told in asphalt. You can't fake grit, you can't buy fame. Only earn it by driving through the flames. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Friday's flames, Saturday's fly. Cupping Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the chop shop. When the chop shop. Crank it up, let the tires scream. This ain't a game, it's a driver's dream. From dirt to Daytona, from wrecks to redemption, we're gun steel, built from tension. Chop shop, chop shop. We live, we race, we never stop. Welcome to the chop shop, where fire meets chrome. We build our name in the danger zone. Truck up and Xfinity knives. We race for glory, we race for life. We're breaking limits, hearts and locks. It's all or nothing in the chop shop. In the chop shop. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, we chop it up, we race, we slay. Chop shot, chop it up, never stop. Engines scream under pixel skies. Rubber burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Chop shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the chop shop. Metal and pride, we're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Friday's flames, Saturday's fly. Cupping Xfinity, we Welcome to the Chop Shop, where fire meets chrome. We build our name in the danger zone. Truck up and Xfinity nights. We race for glory, we race for life. We're breaking limits, hearts and locks. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. In the Chop Shop. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, we chop it up, we race, we slay. Chop shot, chop it up, never stop. Engines scream under pixel skies. Rubber burns where the brave survive. Tuesday night, the trucks get wild. Speedy trophy, we live that style. From rookies rising to the kings on top. We grind, we crash, but we never stop. Chop shops where legends are made. Under neon lights, we hit replay. Every lap's another chance to fight. Every wreck's just fuel for the fire inside. Welcome to the Chop Shop, metal and pride. We're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cup and Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. Cloud lights flicker on the virtual stands. Wheels shaking, calloused hands. Friday nights, the cup boys brawl. Rubbing paint, we risk it all. Saturday hits, Xfinity reigns. The next gen's coming to stake their claim. We've seen them grow, we've seen them fall. But every scar's a story told in asphalt. You can't fake grit, you can't buy fame. Only earn it by driving through the flames. Welcome to the Chop Shop, metal and pride. We're burning down the track, can't kill our drive. Fridays flame, Saturdays fly. Cup and Xfinity, we ride or die. We're breaking limits, hearts and lives. It's all or nothing in the Chop Shop. When the Chop Shop. Crank it up, let the tires scream. This ain't a game, it's a driver's dream. From dirt to Daytona, from wrecks to redemption, we're cutting steel, built from tension. Chop shop, chop shop. We live, we race, we never Welcome to the Chop Shop, where fire meets chrome. We build our name in the danger zone. Truck up and Xfinity nights. We race for glory, we race for life. We're brave.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to green as drivers are out there qualifying. Some drivers sitting on pit road. Wanted to get some of the action loaded up and ready to rock and roll. We appreciate you as always. Thank you everybody for being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. And follow us on Twitch. Do your thing. Be the cool cats that you are, and we appreciate you as always. Drivers, again, qualifying out there. We want to make sure that we do what we do. Here it is. Race information for tonight's race. We're going to run 150 laps, stage lap completion, lap 40. 3 additional sets of tires, which means they have 4 sets total. Just a set they start with, 3 to change into. We're at Homestead Miami Speedway here for week number 6. Sponsor of the series, Stay Tuned Sports, sponsor Pole Sitter, Adminboxx, Chopp'n It Up podcast, of course, Ball Status. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you reach out to everybody. Fixed setup here tonight, 100% fuel. Windy is the name here. And the track temperature is 129 degrees Fahrenheit, 84 the air temperature. It is massive. And again, my name is Jason. I am the voice behind Signature Esports, and have been for many years. Hello, Budgie. Hello to everybody out there, wherever you're watching. We'll make sure the comments get out there and do the thing. Culture, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you for the shake and bake. I appreciate that. I want to make sure everybody gets out there and continues to throw down those beautiful comments and continue to do so. We want to make sure everybody is hyped and heightened for all the situations that become iRacing broadcasts. Because I've been doing a lot of iRacing broadcasts, but I've been doing a lot of gaming as of late too, and getting into some of the things that I enjoy. So, trying to be that the ultimate content creator. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Thank you again for the shake and bake. We appreciate that. Yeah. It's all the good things, all the great things that beeth the way it is. Kind of cool. Where should we go from here? Well, we're just waiting for drivers to finish up qualifying. Let's talk about driver cams. Driver cams out there. It's going to be Clint Hackett out there ready to rock and roll. Appreciate the man, the myth, the legend, getting things all set up for himself. Just gamming it up, doing the thing. Next driver cam, that is going to be Mr. Brian Fine. He is out there in the old 5.7 today, ready to go, of course, and always. Here's the Dama Llama, Adam Dama, ready to rock and roll. Putting the VR headset on, getting things locked in. Appreciate him throwing up his VR headset and giving us a look at behind the scenes. There's Robert Church, the Church Meister, ready to load in and get things going, of course. There's Mr. Mr. Jeremy Bailey. Sorry, I was looking off to my left. Jeremy Bailey, he is out there running his driver cam. Good luck to everyone out there. And then there's Grijalva. Mr. Grijalva ready to rock and roll. Appreciate him putting up what he's got going on. Pick it up and lay it down as it would be. There is Chris Justice. He's second to last driver cam. Last driver cam we're going to get is going to be the man right there, Mr. Jason Day. He is ready to rock and roll, and all the drivers are ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's talk about the starting grid here tonight. As it would be, everybody trying to load in here. That's for darn sure. There it is. And let's turn off. I got something I got to turn off here, so bear with me. Boom. Turn that bad boy off. And I got to move it. So. Yep. There we go. And the Big Art's going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter. Check out Stay Tuned Sports all on the beautiful podcasting platforms that you can find them on. Absolutely love them. They're great group of guys, and a great podcast talking about everything sports related. Tyler Dalton's going to be your outside pole sitter. Chris Justice, Chad Coleman to make up row number 2. Eric Schaefer, Pat Green, row number 3. Brett Banks, Logan Kogar, row number 4. Row 5 will be Levi Allen and Joey Katina. Row 6 will be Michael Strickland, David Ament Jr. Jason Day's out there with Brian Fine. And then we'll see Mr. Rayburn, Mr. Brad Dove in row 8. Row 9 is going to be John Fowler and Cam Dario. Cameron's got the 11 on point tonight. Tony Sanders is going to be out there with Joseph Grijalva in row 10. Row 11 is going to be Clint Hackett and Fred Chase. Row 12 will be Ron Hollyfield and Robert Church. Craig Parks, Jeff Laraway going to make row 13. Row 14 will be Craig Bridge Jr. and Adam Dama. Mark Rex and Jeremy Bailey out there at row 15. Row 16 will be Joe Hudson and Rick Kennedy Jr., Jerry Culver, Jonathan Parsons, Mr. David Steiner, Mr. Brock Duty. That'll be your starting grid tonight, as it would be. We like it. We like to see it. We like to see him working. Here's where your Championship 5 qualified on the race line tonight. Tyler Dalton, who leads the point standings, qualified P2. Jason Day in 14th right now. That's where he qualified. Stryker qualified P11. Brandon Banks qualified P8. And then Mr. Big Art qualified on pole. That would be the number that you want to see there. All the good things. Right, ready to go. Everybody give the love, give the shout-outs, and do all the things that you do out there and continue to dress and impress. That is what we like to see. All the massive things that we like to hear about iRacing continue to grow and do what it does, which is just continue to be one of the coolest simulators you're going to see. It's impressive. It really is impressive. I do enjoy what iRacing has to hold, and I also enjoy what the field has to hold, what these leagues throw on, and continue to just be fantastic. So, take an extra lap around here. Take a moment of silence for old Kyle Busch, as it would be one of the legends in the making, doing all that he can to make NASCAR better. Of course, lost his life shortly thereafter when my father lost his life. And so we're gonna give a moment here, and we'll go green. We'll have some fun. Drivers at speed. Let's go for the Budget Bird as we roll into Homestead Miami Speedway. Lap 2 underway. Had to fix the stage lap. The stage laps were incorrect there. Tyler Dalton back a couple of spots here on the early going. Right, Banks in tow. This is going to be a track of trying to make that pass and make it as fast as possible. Driver's going to be fanned out 2 and 3 wide. We'll see what happens here. As we get up to side draft, it's Brandon Banks right there. The nose cam making it look fantastic here. Drivers shifting into the corners. It's one of the facets of racing here. Trying to find that extra bit of oomph. They all go to work. Good little race line so far. Everybody rolling. Regard to out front, leading the field. Schaefer's going to be in second. Drivers working up and out of the corner. Massive momentum already going. Drivers try to manage and mash the gas. It is going to be all about finding that day. Speaking of day, you guys, Jason Day, right there for you. Here we go. Big run for the 5-2 to the back bumper to the 88, looking on the inside, maybe looking for a slider here. We'll see. We'll see it. He will almost be clear. Striker goes back another spot. Jason Day picking back up one. A little bit of three-wide action here. 97, believe, is a different number there. It'd be Levi Allen. He's got the 97 on his door right there. Checking on Clint Hackett, where he is at. There he is. He's rolling nice and easy. Gonna carry him the corner. Find the beautiful line that you see. Clint working up on the outside. You see him up near the wall. This is one of those race lines that, you know, you kind of just have to commit to if you're going to do it. The big, fantastic race happening so far. Checking on Brian Fine, looking money fine right now as he rolls that 5-7 and 11th up 3 as the 97 to the outside. It's Levi Allen. Zergatino there on the front. Metarood, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Metarood, the legend. We got a race coming up next Thursday night that we're going to be a part of. Hopefully we see all of you there. But as to honor my father who passed away, we're going to make sure that we do what we can to honor that man. So, without a doubt, if you want to be a part of it, it's $5, or you can donate. You don't even have to race if you don't want to. If you want to donate, all the proceeds are going to go towards funeral costs and cleanup costs of my dad's house that we have to move all this stuff out of. So. It's kind of what it is. Jonathan Parsons just ahead of Adam Dollar to be the driver he is trying to look at going forward. There's Jerry Culver on the inside. Check in now with Mr. Church. He's in 24th right where he started. Head of steam with he and Jeremy Bailey. Bailey working the corner. Try to throw it in, try to do what he can. Everybody holding on for dear life. Look at Bailey. There he is. Mr. Jeremy Bailey. Boom. All the drivers doing all the things, getting spread out now. Big Art, Tyler Dalton, that'll be your 1-2. Grijalva off the spot from the start of the race, but he is he's managing. Hopefully Ernie's Bar is enjoying the race out there. We're good to see you guys if you are watching. Love seeing that people get out there and take the time to be with everybody. We appreciate that very much. And then last but not least, Chris Justice sitting at fourth. He's a spot behind Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks up 4. Try to mash the gas, move forward. Stage win, stage presence is absolutely everything for all of the drivers. And we thank everybody running the Leadfoot driver cams. Leadfoot Motorsports sponsors Signature Esports, and we appreciate them very much. Mr. Metarood, you're absolutely killer. You're absolutely legendary. And caution is out for the first time. And we shall see what happened to Mr. Ron Hollyfield, looks like. Just got a little slideways there. The car missed the inside. What a save. A beautiful save. Beautiful save. No damage, just tire damage. That's all he has to worry about. All right, 10 laps into this affair. Again, go to 150. That's going to be the marker. But again,
Stage lap completion, lap 40.
Driver's going to get about, I do believe, they get plenty of fuel. They'll be able to split that second stage almost in half. Oh, yeah, check out that Chop Shop Discord. Do the thing. Handful of drivers coming to pit road. One of the things that we saw in the early going here is exactly what you see. Everybody doing the thing. Not a bad day. None too bad as it would be. John Hammond is your race controller tonight, folks. Everybody say hi to John out there. Give John a big old W for me. Because John could be racing. He could be doing other things. He could be out there having some fun with everybody. Yep, he could be. Big Art, Dalton, Banks, Justice, Schaefer, Pat Green. Banks up to most spots right now. Schaefer holding on back here. Logan Kogar up a spot. Hart Charger right now. David Steiner. He's up 11 spots. That's going to be the man that does it. From Australia, from across the big pond, Jason Day, lone Canadian in the field tonight. Everybody else is doing a thing. W's for Mr. Hammond. I appreciate that. Go, hi, John from Crystal. See? There you go. And a W out there. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. John Fowler up 4. Chad Coleman brought back to save a little bit of tire. We'll see what he does. A couple of drivers coming to pit road. Fuel, maybe a little bit of damage, a little bit of working on the right side of the car. Mark Retchin, Ron Hollyfield. Hollyfield came in. Made sure he was good to go. Let's go, boys and girls. We're back at it. Green, green, green. Chris Justice up on the outside. Chance for him to try to get a spot here over Tyler Dalton. A good restart for Nathan Bigart. They work down to the back straightaway. 4/10 of a second for Tyler Dalton to Nathan Bigart. Dalton shortening it up. Ooh, almost 3 wide there. Chris Justice down to Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks is going to run high here. You can see how he drops into the middle of the corner, all the way down, committing to the bottom side, running the white line on the racetrack. He's going to be able to clear the 14. He'll slide all the way up. It's a racetrack that you have to ensure that you're clear on. And you got to have your spotter as accurate as they can be. Speaking of spotters, the spotter I'd recommend, well, AI Chief is who I use. He'll talk a little smack to you, help you improve what you're doing. He can be nice to you, he can be mean to you. But you can go to AIChiefRacing.com, use promo code SIGNATURE to save yourself a little bit of money. And to help out the channel if you so choose to. Sky, how are you doing? Go Rahava, I tell you, he's out there running. I think that's him. Nope, that's the wrong one. There he is.
Press the wrong button.
Grijalva fam doing the thing. Much love.
All the way to the bottom. Have you ever been to Ernie's? I have to ask now, Valerie. How many times have you been over to Ernie's? He's wearing Ernie's. He's wearing it on that, wearing it well on that Ford Performance Mustang right there. Doing all he can. Strickland, Jason Day, little battle happening there. 88, or 38 just ahead. The 5-2 as the 88 traveling backwards. Joey back 3 as well. Joseph, big run on the outside. Caution is going to be out here. Mr. Fowler. Mr. Fowler was getting free right there. Oh, baby. Little slideways on the corner. Food is good. See, I'm going to have to get down there and see it. That is a thing. Mr. Bad Nest with all the W's. Thank you, sir, out there on the old Facebook. I appreciate you. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. Not lately, but yes, the food is good. See? You tried to comment on my YouTube. It doesn't let you. Why not? You have not been banned. Have you been banned? Have you been naughty? Stream settings. Let's take a look. Make sure everybody can comment. Customization. Anybody subscribe? Are you subscribed to the YouTube channel? Hopefully everybody's subscribed. That's the big one. You got to be subscribed. That's how we have it set. So hopefully you are. If you haven't done so, well then subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Or, I have to come try to the food. Great spot, Ernie's in El Paso, Texas. Will do. I do want to get out there. I do want to see. Good evening, Bree. How are you doing? Big Art, your race leader. Big Art has a good run happening here. Good restarts. Tyler Dalton gets about within a quarter second, and the next thing you know, something's happening. All right, drivers ready to mash the gas once again. Let's go. Bing. I'm. Well, baby. Hey. Budget, thank you for the gifted sub to this guy. Thank you. 313 total. W for Budgie. Everybody give Budgie a W. The www.wwbudgie.com. Thank you, dear. Appreciate that very much. All the craziness. Oh, man. That's a... Yeah. See, she's polite. She says thank you back. Okily dokily. Nathan Bigart on the inside. Tyler Dalton on the outside. See Schaefer, Brandon Banks, side by side, teammates ready to rock and roll. We'll see if anybody has done anything here. Go to drivers, keep it on 19. Just maybe getting some things situated for the end of this one. For the rest of the stage, will be 19 to go. You might go to... That's awesome. That's fantastic. I like to hear it. Get out there and have some fun. Todd Alton, your race leader. Let's see what happened to Nathan Bigart there. I missed it. I put it on my favorite cam. And now Bigart. Pat Green. I want to see what happened to Nate here. Back up here. Nate was coming out of the corner. He gave up something. I wonder if Nate's having an issue. Or maybe he went to the back. I'm not quite sure. He's back at 19th. Tyler Alton, fastest lap of the race. Need a vacation from life. I understand. There's Joe out there. There's your dad. Said, let's go Grijalva. All here at Ernie's El Paso. Go Army. Love it. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Hello, El Paso. Tell me where you're from, folks. Tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from? That way I don't have to go look. They'll tell me. I want to know. I want to hear. Nate is running 34.57. He is dropping. Wherever you're watching from, let me know where you're watching. Besides what Bree said. Striker to the outside of Jason Day. Striker now on the move, trying to manage the gas. 15 laps to go. Joe Hudson up 18. Glenn Hackett up 7. Levi Allen off 6. Fred Chase up 6. Grijalva is going to be at 3. They're going back to 18th. Now trying to mash the gas and work his way forward. Tennessee from Crystal. I love it. Oh, caution is out. Joe Hudson. Joe got free. The car just not cooperating. Out of turn 2. That's the trouble spot here. Third caution of the race. Knoxville, I like seeing it. There you go. Valerie says, hi, Mr. Grijalva. That's Bricks by Sky on Twitch. Make sure that y'all have a conversation back and forth. It's at the bottom of the screen. Some people can't. It is Facebook. Facebook, I have to segregate you. All the W's from Mr. Van Nest. I have to look at Facebook's chat. They don't get to pop up on screen because my overlay doesn't pull their stuff like it used to back in the day. All right, I'll be 124 left to go. Stage completion here in the next 14 laps. Trying to make it. There's Knoxville. I'm from Missouri, folks. That's where I live. We got El Paso out there. I know Breeze from the upper Northwest. Breeze from the, Budgies from the upper Northeast. Let's see. Crystal, where are you guys from again? Iowa represented out there. We got all kinds of people. Yeah, New Hampshire from for Budgie. Budgie's such a big celebrity, I didn't want to say exactly where she lives. You know, we love her. Thank you, Mr. Dudley. Big old roll tide out there. Thank you, sir. Knoxville, Tennessee. There you go. You actually vacationed in Missouri a few weeks ago and loved it there. A few drivers on pit road there. That's what I wanted to show everybody. Well, I'm right here in the heart of the Lake of the Ozarks. You know where the Lake of the Ozarks is? Well, I live in Camdenton, which is one of the southern portions of it. If you're out there and you've seen Ozark Law as of late, you know that's our neck of the woods. That's literally right here. So yeah, right here, that Lake Ozark, Osage Beach, and Camdenton make up the heart of the Lake of the Ozarks, and that's where I'm at. Alex, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Again, be like Alex. If you wanna race on next Thursday, do so. You watched a little bit of it the other night. It's like a water. It is a. It's the best way to put it. It's on the water rednecks. That's what it is. Here's where your championship 5 are currently. Tyler Dalton out front. Jason Days at 11th. Strikers in 10th. Brenda Banks in 2nd. Mr. Bigart. And that's the top 5 of the championship standings. That's what they're doing. You want to go see St. Louis Arch? It's a great. I love that place. Love that place. When I went to Illinois to my father's funeral, I had to drive on by it because I missed seeing it. There we go on the green. Dalton, Banks, Chris Justice on the center of the speed on the outside. 11 laps to go to the stage. 19 slides up. And boom. A lot of heat on the racetrack. Clint Hackett, Levi Allen all working. Grijalva not too far off. You see it up in northern Missouri? We talked about me being down there while you were there. We stayed up in northern Missouri this trip. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Check on Brian Fine here. Mr. Brian Fine around that top 5 mark in 6th. Just got around Logan Kogar. Tyler Dalton, fastest lap of the race, 34.29. Out of the track, the Spicer is going to be. Was in Illinois from, let's see, my dad passed away on the 13th. I was there that Friday evening. And we ended up having his services on, striker up near the wall. Had his services that following Monday. So, a good day. Good day. Everybody working. Tyler Dalton out front. A little bit of clean air down to the natural line. Chris Justice working the high side. Brandon Banks working. 8 laps to go to the stage. Gonna get the try to get the tires worked up. That's one of the factors that we see. Whoa. There went Schaefer down to the bottom. He's good. He's back up to speed. Only goes back to 9th here. He just got a little bit free. Almost 3 wide. Yeah, they're pretty close to it. Kogar with a big run. David Ament just ahead of him. David in that 7. It's a good possibility of trying to make that happen. Dalton, 0.6 of a second to Brandon Banks. Chris Justice still working the outside lane. Trying to carry momentum. Whoa! Grijalva goes. I tell you what. There's Eric Schaefer. He went around. I think this was just 81 getting clear. Schaefer on the bottom. Let's take a look. '81 was clear for right there. That dirty air just freed up the 4. That's exactly what happened there. 4 goes around. Oh, into the 97. The 01. Little wall tap there. And man, that could have been far worse. Levi Allen in the 97 right there. Got a little piece of it, a little left front damage. Ooh. This is not what you want. Oh, hard hit. Ouch. All right. Do believe we'll see if that was the stage. It is not. Their driver staying out. Going for a stage win. Anybody who's not inside the... Not fighting for a top 10 here, top 12. Big Arch is going to be working for a top 12. We'll see some drivers slip the field. We'll have a couple of laps to be able to be ran here. Yeah, caution came out 6 laps to go to the stage. A good day. We'll see a stage caution coming up. Fourth caution of the race. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Big Art trying to work his way back forward. He is your pole sitter. Everybody holding on. Top 10 on the driver lineup. Here on the restart. Tyler Dalton, Chris Johnston, Brandon Banks, Pat Green, Brian Fine, Michael Strickland, David Event Jr., Logan Kogar, Chad Coleman, Jason Day, all ready to go. Joe Gattina, Jessica Rahalva, Jeremy Bailey, Clint Hackett, Big Art, Greg Parks, all the way through about that eighth row back. Justice ready to go. We should see if he is ready to go here. Yeah, say. Let's see what he can do here. On the restart, we'll go on board. Chris Justice, what is up, Nick? Let's go, boys and girls. We're on. We're green. Little free into the wall right there. I don't know if that was a tire spin or what it was, but made it happen. That's some work to hold on to the top spot, though, as Brian Fine does clear. Chris Justice getting the heart rate up. That's what he's doing. 5-7 on the inside, 14 up near the wall. Little wall tap there. Drivers are finding the dirty air. 3 to go to the stage. Tyler Dalton out front, 14th of a second. 2 to go to the stage this time by Brandon Banks. Right in tow. Chad Coleman working back up front. Michael Strickland up 3. Big Art inside the top 10, trying to mash the gas, move his way forward. And Joey right behind Kogar. The 01. Seemingly trying to drive his way forward. 5-2, side by side. Oh, Kogar, a little wall tap. Jeremy Bailey, little wall tap. White flag for the stage. Tyler Dalton trying to hold on. Jeremy Bailey in that last points paying position. Joey trying to make sure that he keeps that position as they roll up and out. Ooh, caution is out. Tyler Dalton through Jeremy Bailey is going to be your stage. Jonathan Parsons having the issue here. The outside lane got free right in front of this. Woo! I tell you what. I think Church got lucky. And here's why. Nothing happened there. Oof. And there's a reason why. Yep. At least I think it was good. All right. Here's your cookie. Eat it too.
Has this ever happened to you? I said one cookie. Just a single bite. Came back to the jar. Now it's empty. Right! Mid-race focus. I look away quick. Chat in the background. Pull in snack tricks. We were hungry, you left it there. Open lid, that's only fair. Skill issue, don't get mad. Best cookies we ever had!
Yo, that's my fuel.
That's my stash!
Y'all went full goblin.
Full snack dash! Kill strategy.
If your chat got caught in a cookie crime, and you need defense in record time, don't you panic, don't you stall. There's one name you need to call. So good luck, hey, racing authority all day, hey, snack case, he don't play, hey, he'll defend your channel call. Okay.
Listen close, let me make this clear. No crime committed, sitting right here.
They didn't steal, they optimized snacks. That jaw had flaws, that's straight facts. They broke in my pit box, took everything. Allegedly, can you prove a thing? No milk present, unsafe condition. I'm filing claims for snack omission.
He's cooking.
Emotional damage, we taking it back. Plus compensation for lack of a snack. So good luck, hey, winning cases every day. If crumbs don't fit, no way. You must acquit, I say. Not guilty, not guilty.
They ate my Oreos, man.
Shaw Goodluck, not responsible for missing snacks, bad pit calls, or chat being goblins. Results may vary, cookies not included.
I believe we saw a couple of black flags there. I don't know what happened to force that issue. Eric Schaefer out front. Tyler Dalton in second. Chris Justice in third. Chad Coleman down to the bottom. Looking at a 3-wide situation. 5's going to be able to throttle up quickly here. But we'll see if they're going to be 3 wide off corner. 5 might be able to soak up. No, we'll be 3 wide again. Cam Dario with a little bit of a blink there. He looks to be back in. We'll see Fred Chase on the move on the bottom side of 5. David Snyder up 16. Snyder on the move. Working. Tyler Dalton, quarter second over Eric Schaefer. Chris Justice in third. Pat Green in fourth. Brandon Banks in fifth. We'll see what driver's going to be able to do here with their clean air. Fastest lap of the race again. Just ran Tyler Dalton 34-23. 105 left to go. I hope chat is good to go. Got to make sure we're good to go. Ohio from Mr. Van Nest, by the way, for those who are knowing. You need cookies. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy the cookies. Everybody should be liking the cookies. You know, if there's a cookie crime, you need to make sure that you're taken care of. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Drivers are working. I'm working on one thing here, folks. I've got a plug-in or two that I need to make sure that I put back in. Yep. There we are. Yeah, I gotta move some remotes. Those are things that I've been trying to put on the screen for a while. You know, doing things. All right. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Fuel gauge estimated. It is estimated, is what it is. See the throttling happening on the front of things here. You always have them at least two or three times at the same. Hey, you know what? I gotta have my gluten-free cookies. Eric Schaefer coming around. We're lasting on 35, so 6 lap difference. See, he cycled to the front. Brandon Banks got himself in 4th gear, rolling around. This is the chance, you know what I mean? A chance to make this one be manageable. Michael Strickland back here. His name doing something weird. Oh, it's because the overlay is not seeing the override properly. Well, that's a shame. Joe Hudson, 5th gear down to the bottom. See the 5.2 working to the outside. A lot of drivers running 5th gear. Trying to manage and save. 5.2 Cam Dario just Having some blinks there, trying to make it work. David Snyder up 17. Got a good thing going. Your top 10 still work. Oh, Jeremy Bailey having an issue. Take a look here. No caution for it. I think he didn't go sideways enough. There's the caution would be brought out now. Save the tire and save the car. Just to get himself rolling forward here. It'll be Rayburn. That'll be the caution. Tyler all down front. Yep. Is anybody coming for an extra splash of fuel? What's your running order right now? Driver's going to come to pit road. That's your top 10 running order. How about we let it do its thing? Let it cycle like it's supposed to. I believe Brad Dove was having an issue there. Since he had to jump to pit road on the 5-2, but seems to be on the racetrack. Thought he would be the lucky dog. I'm just curious. Didn't look like he has any damage on the car. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. All the great things. Tyler Dalton, Eric Schaefer, Brandon Banks. The guard has worked his way back up to 7th here. So he'll be trying to mash the gas and work his way back forward as well. You know, all the things that we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Should be lights off. Tyler Dalton ready to go. He's got a big, hungry field behind him. 6th caution of the race. We're all ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go, boys and girls. It's about to be loud and proud here. Homestead, we're back at it green. 93 to go. Right, driver's trying to mash the gas and move forward. Bigart up to third now. Trying to decipher his way forward. Tyler Dalton, 4/10 of a second difference here. Bigart behind Schaefer. Schaefer holding on a second. Bigart's going to be in third. Brandon Banks, Pat Green side by side. Pat Green right off the wall. Sees Justice right behind. Stryker right behind Chris Justice. Kogar in eighth, back where he started. Chad Coleman searching on the bottom side. Going to these drivers, trying to work. Nobody to the outside, it doesn't look like. Joe Hudson coming to pit road. Look at kind of where the cars line up on corner exit. Slides right back up. As the weight it goes. Jeremy Bailey with an issue again. No, Bailey jumping to pit road. Mark Reschen, 10 on the field. Jerry Culver just ahead. Ryan Rayburn off 13. Craig Bridge Jr. in 27. Church off 2, trying to work his way back into the mix as well. Came in on 41. Ron Hollyfield came in on 55. Do believe he took a little extra fuel there, Jeremy. Jeremy's issue right here. Just got free. That car and the tires just not showing up for him tonight. Adama up 4 as the Adama Llama goes to work, man. Love seeing it. Right Dove put himself into the mix. $88 laps to go. Good racing. And flirting with the throttle. 36 just ahead. That's Jeff Laraway. Dahman just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's getting confidence here. 35.18. Able to hold on to it. Doing well as it be. Oh, I thank him. He's amazing. And he's a hero. That was fun. Let's go from Crystal. Churchy's got some moves. Just managing. Thank you to Leadfoot Motorsports driver cams. We appreciate them. Make sure you check out Leadfoot Motorsports. Again, thank you to everybody who ran them and has run them and continues to run them. Clint Hackett up on the outside. A spot gain. Rick Kennedy Jr. up 11. Looking on the inside. Whoa. My friend Tony Sanders just got a little dicey right there. He'd be put 3 wide. Clint with a run. Does have Fred Chase just ahead of him. Mash the gas, move it forward. That's the way I see it. Brian Fine, right behind Mr. Grijalva. He is moved in, given on 55 himself, so some of the drivers try to hold on. There's David Steiner there on the bottom, up 18. Got a little free on the corner. Still doing all right. Still doing all right. Speaking of Grijalva, there he is. Well, he was right there. I think Joe, did Joe have to drop his camera? No, there he is. That was another driver. Sorry. There's Joseph. Trying to get the old Ernie's Ford Mustang up front. All right. Well, speaking of some justice, there he is. Still working in the outside lane. Tyler Dalton, 7/10 of a second over Nathan Bigart. Chris Justice sitting into the corner, settling in, trying to make sure he is good to go. Jason Day, your final driver. It was Mr. Bailey that dropped off as well. Jason Day inside the top 10 and ninth right now, trying to track down Chad Coleman. Everybody having a great race so far. Hopefully you're enjoying the race. Tyler Dalton out front. 83 laps to go. When it comes to what they're doing, when it comes to fuel, about a half tank left on the fuel cycle. Stryker was ripping the wall down there for a moment. Big run for Pat Green. Cycles to the inside. He's got a slider happening right about. Ooh, he tried. Egg-shaped a little bit. He's going to be able to be clear. Here comes Stryker down 5, trying to hold on. 90, giving the lane a little bit of right side damage for the 95. Is going to be back on the outside. Pat Green just couldn't get the throttle down on corner exit. We'll see if he's going to be able to work the outside again. 88 to the outside of the 5. 90 up high. Good run. Into the corner. 5 able to clear. Stryker, look how close to the wall they are. This is right there on the right front edge of the racing line. Adminboxx still outstretching the hand. Tyler Dalton edging Bigart a couple of laps at a time. And Bigart closed in on 66, 67, 68, and 69. Tyler Dalton trying to best the race line this time. We'll see what happens. Dalton being edge case scenario, able to do a little bit more there. Natural line, 3/4 of a second. As Bigart in tow. Go Chris from Budgie. Hey, Ryan's good people. Everybody's good people. Whoa, caution is out. That's going to change a few things. Eric Schaefer just snapped on him again. Dink. That's unfortunate. It is unfortunate to see. Let's go. Dama. Is it talk to you to bed? He's been busy. So you could give him some shade. He's been busy. I know he's been busy because he's been working his tail off. Dalton, Bigart, Banks, Strickland, Green, Coleman, Justice, Day, Ament, and Kogard is going to be your top 10 here as they bring out the caution. 7th caution of the race. Mr. K, yeah, it was a good save. Barely a tap. Who's going to come to pit road? A lot less drivers than you think. Almost a commitment cone violation. Chris Justice doing what he needs to do. Tyler Dalton not coming to pit road. He wants to run this thing out of fuel. So this will give everybody a little extra when it comes to the fuel mileage. So kind of what I do is I adjust the fuel mileage based on what they've got going on. And so the telemetry actually gets to update as well. Here's where the top 5 of the point standings are running currently. Tyler Dalton out front, Jason Day in second, Stryker in fourth, Adminboxx in Stryker in P4, Adminboxx in P3, and then Bigart in second place right now. So we'll see how this one will work out, if there'll be any clean air to grasp on here. You know, kind of the way it works. I want to get that so that way it shows up on everything. Like, you know, if I want to take the top 10 or top 12 in points, I want to be able to have that happen. Speaking of points, we do have those. Let's pop those up. There it is. Tyler Dalton, Jason Day, Michael Strickland, Adminboxx, Nathan Bigart, all your top 5 in points coming into today's race. Chris Justice, David Ament, Craig Parks, Brian Rayburn. 11 spots gained for Eric Schaefer last week as the stage win. Cam Dario, Joey Gatina out there in that 13th spot on Hollyfield, Levi Allen, Jeremy Bailey. 16 drivers there for the chase. Grijalva sits just outside, trying to mash the gas and get himself a couple more spots. I think he's going to be able to make those up tonight. Siegfried's going to be behind Grijalva, Kogart, Steve Ritter. Steve Ritter again up 11 spots last week. A lot of points to be shown up. What do you say? What do you say? Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I don't know why sometimes the alerts work for subscribing, sometimes they don't. When it comes to YouTube, but thank you. I appreciate it. We're ever growing. I don't even know what my YouTube count is at right now. I don't really pay attention. I mean, I should, but I don't. All right, drivers ready to go. I'm ready to go. 2.27K. Thank you, folks, for the almost 2,300 subscribers out there. Much love. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Found it all out front. Big Art, Brett Banks. Banks a little bit closer now. How about Pat Green? He's going to be on the move. Stryker right there in tow as well. Banks. Little side draft from Stryker on the outside. Pat Green dropping into the corner. Big send. Dalton cresting the corner down to the bottom. Thomas is saying hello to everybody in the live stream. Everybody say hello back to Thomas for me. Dalton, shade 75. Newest tires in the field. Right here, Jeff Laraway is going to be one of those drivers. Chris Justice came out at 72 as well, so he's got a chance here to try to make some things happen. But a lot of cars to work through, though. Sitting back in 22nd. The options are there. But here's going to be what the lap time is going to change. Lap time fall off. It's kind of not that bad. Best laps of the race, 34.2s. 34.4s are what drivers are running right now. So basically the timing is race basically all about being able to turn into the corner and having enough fuel to save. It's quite unique to see that this isn't oh no, Steiner up into the wall. Now he goes around. Man, it was a hard hit. The 47 gets in the back and just kind of runs through and puts him into the wall. And then 63. Oh, I tell you what, Levi Allen right there would not have had that. He's going to jump to pit road here. We're going to back up, though. And I kind of want to, let's go to this camera and go this way. And then right about here on the straightaway. There's just nothing that Levi can do here. Let me go to the chase cam here, far chase. Yeah, there's just nothing he can do. He can't get wound up fast enough. That's terrible. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. David Steiner coming around. He doesn't have a broken toe link, so I think that's at least a good godsend. But he's going to have to come to pit road. Going to have to get it fixed. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigart. The big question is, with 72 laps to go, do you come to pit road? Bigart is coming to pit road. Jason Day, the tire fall off and the lap times really haven't been near what you would think it would be. But if you're trying to save fuel, or if you're trying to fuel strategize, this would be it. Look at all coming around. That'll be Brad Dove. I do believe. No, Joe Hudson. Brad Dove's coming around. Sorry, Brad Dove is your lucky dog. I should put him back on the lead lap, so he should be good to go. Wanted to take a look here. Couple of cautions happening here. 8th caution of the race. It was lasted on 41. So when it comes to the cycle, let's take a look. I have an overlay for that. I have a screen for that. There's your top 10. 38 laps on the cycle, and they were running 2/10 of a second off the pace. Nick, how you doing? There you go. Hope the 97 is okay. We hope he is too. That's Levi Allen. I mean, his car is done for the day, donezo. So he'll be all right. Eric Schaefer able to stop hard here. But yeah, so 39. So the newest tires coming around. Brian Fine, give it on 55. He's got a 25 lap cycle here, but a couple of cautions here. Still showing up. Big Arch and Jason Day, they're going to be trying to work their way back forward. Craig Parks, keep it on 41. He got the well. He'll be back there. If it fits, it ships. And right now, Tyler Dalton, Michael Strickland, Pat Green, and Brandon Banks. That'll be the drivers of the restart here. Let's look at where the drivers are and how many they've gained. Clint Hackett up 10. 14 for Fred Chase. He's at the 94. He's going to restart 8th. They're going to green. Good restart for both drivers. Stryker's going to have a head of steam here, getting into the corner. Dalton all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Dalton should start to edge out and throw the dirty air up. And he's going to be clear as the gap shows. Tyler Dalton up to speed. He's going to run second lane. Stryker down to the bottom. If it fits, it ships here. 69 laps to go. Giggity underway. Pat Green to third. Chad Coleman sees Brandon Banks there. But again, I'm trying to have the masterful way of doing things. Tyler Dalton, 68 laps to go. Fuel's going to be the biggest concern here. Pat Green working on the inside of Michael Strickland. Again, the turn into the corner is going to be the big thing. When it comes to drivers on a little bit newer tire, they might be able to run a little bit harder here, but also at the same time, you're going to be able to run a little bit longer. Tyler Dalton's fuel strategy here, still sitting about the halfway mark. And they've had a couple of green flag pit stops. Or, I'm sorry, a couple of caution pit stops here for a couple of drivers. So half the field still working. George Tina, whoa, they're cycling around here. Duck dodge time and a dodgeball. And come on, Dama. There's Adam Dama up on the outside lane. He came it on 72 last time by. Jason Day trying to work in. Hollyfield in on 5-5. 3 wide here. Fowler coming up pit road. So there are drivers going to try to work as many laps out of it as they can. Dalton over Strickland, still 9/10 of a second. Again, the turn into the corner is the big factor here. 34.75. We got drivers going to run about a half second faster. Jerry Colbert just ran his fastest lap of the race, 35.03. Trying to keep the 13 under point. Grijalva in 20th. Jeff Laraway Paint seeing the 4 there, just ahead of him. Schaefer turning it underneath. See a good split. Here's the 4. Eric Schaefer. Jeff Laraway now the 48 of Ron Hollyfield. Corner exit. Oh, Schaefer a little sideways out of the corner. That racetrack is not doing justice for him here. It is massive. Dalton, Coleman, Strickland is going to be your top three. Pat Green, Fred Chase, your top five. Ryder Banks back here in sixth. Fred Chase on the move up 17 spots. Hard charger right now. Rick Kennedy Jr. 47 up 20. Trying to make everything he's got go as hard as he can. Pat Green around. Caution is out. Oh, no. That was a mess. Pat Green got a little free right there. Started to snap on him. Held on to it, held on to it, held on to it, and the car started sliding down the hill. And he held on to it. And the driver's behind, Chris Justice. He got free, got into the 5. Trying to woe up after the fact. This was after they got around Pat Green. Pat Green, a great save for him. Watch this. This is when the tires are starting to wear out. Right there, boom. On the 5 woes up, and the 14 throttles back up, and it just sends it right there. Kogar got a little free as well. The 7. Yeah, I tell you what, Big Art had to avoid. So did Tony Sanders. His driver's inside the top 10. They were up and out of the corner, a little free. They all break. Tony comes down. Mr. Dove having to stop hard here. And Dove's like, no, leave me alone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. All right, Nathan Bigard takes over the lead. Tyler Dalton coming to pit road. Jeff Laraway stays out. A lot of drivers killed with 72 are going to stay out. This is going to reset the field for everybody. So the fuel strategy here for Nathan Bigart. Chance to save. John Fowler. Nope. Steiner, Hudson. Hudson's going to be your lucky dog. All right. Fill her up. Full of fuel. 62 laps to go. Cautions will help the scenario here. If I adjust this for 65 laps, that'll be close. But I think 60 is the best mark. It is. Thank you for the clips. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's go back to it. Yeah, we're sitting here muted. We're sitting here muted. I was sitting here watching this race and calling this race. There's a lot of things happening here. I'm getting ready to stand up and go use the restroom. Getting ready, hey, I'm going to go take a hydrate break, and here I am. I'm getting ready to do so. Grijalva up 15. Drivers working. Cam Dario up 14. Tyler Dalton marching his way forward. Drivers are trying to work hard for their money, and right now they're all doing that. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. Cardinals win 6-5, just so everybody knows. And that's how it is. So Homestead Miami Speedway, drivers working hard. I'll be right back in just maybe 180 seconds. So hopefully nothing bad happens. I want to throw it on exciting for you and keep the cameras moving. All right. All the buttons are pushed, and I'm back on it here. Quarter second out of the gap. Big Heart to Tyler Dalton. Jason Day back to third. Brian Fine, Michael Strickland, Grijalva, all trying to close down their pace. Cam Dario in. Oh, caution is out. Rick Kennedy Jr. sideways on the bottom of the racetrack. He went for a ride and minimized the damage, though. Let's just back up here. So anybody that was hoping for a caution to be able to save some fuel, well, there you go. Oh, baby. Turn that bad boy sideways. Bigart, your race leader. Yeah, it was my mistake. It was nobody's mistake but my own. Oh, well, let's do it the thingeth. Joe Hudson will be your lucky dog, I do believe. Chris Justice is on the lead lap. At least it's showing him on the lead lap for me. Joe Hudson try to get another one of those laps back and, manage. Jason Day coming to pit road. Brandon Banks, Jerry Culver. Adam Dama, some of the drivers who are looking at maybe a shortage of fuel. Kennedy Jr., Kogar, Brian Rayburn. Mr. Joey's coming in. Craig Bridge Jr., Chris Justice, a lot of drivers who were saving there. Coming around, will be up to speed. Bigart, chance to save. Will it be doing it? Sponsors of the series, Stay Tuned Sports, Bala Status, B&B Music, Adminboxx, of course, and Chopp'n It Up podcast, giving you the series. Thank you to all the partners of Chop Shop Racing. Make sure that you get out there and you do what you do and be the cool cats and make sure you take care of everybody. It's a good day to be a race fan. That's the way I say it. That's the way I see it. And, of course, my name is Jason. Signature Esports is a platform that's we call iRacing broadcast. Do a lot of gaming, do a lot of things that are a part of the real world. I mean, we have a tendency to have some fun. So we try to make sure that we've been doing this for 6 years. And in the 6 years that we've been calling iRacing broadcast, it's been a lot of fun. So, we want to make sure that we're always locked in and continue to show up and show out. So if you haven't done so, like the stream. Make sure that you hit the notification bell to let you know when we go live, whether it's iRacing broadcast, whether it's our Twitch streams. No matter how you look at it, we want to make sure that we are all on point and all doing exactly what we can to continue to let these drivers have a home for sim racing. Not just the drivers, but you folks out there as well. We want to make sure that you guys all have homes to be able to take care of one another and, be amazing. Be amazing. Everybody, be amazing. That's the way I see it. All right, got to adjust the chair. Get comfortable here. Chop Shop Racing. Back at it again. Let's do it to it, boys and girls. We're going green flag racing. Bigart with a good jump there. He's going to be able to turn into the corner. Tyler Dalton had been closing down the distance on Nathan Bigart. Caution back out. Rick Kennedy Jr. Look like Kogar went around as well. Back up here. And Kogar got hard on the brakes right there. Let's take a look. Here in the 81. This was on the start. Right behind Dama. Dama lifts a little bit there. Kogar gets into the back of him. And they just go around. And they're good to go. Minimal damage. Minimal damage. All right. A chance again for Nathan Bigart to save. Gonna catch back up. I've given them 60 laps of fuel. That's the way I see it. You know. Mash the gas. Mr. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to Thomas. I appreciate you guys saying hi to Thomas across all the platforms. You guys are amazing. Okay. If you're watching out there in YouTube world, I gotta remind everybody that you should be watching in 4K. It is notably the best way to watch. And when I go back and I rewatch the streams, I have a tendency to watch them in 4K. So, because I can watch them on my television in 4K. You know. We do the thing. All right, Tyler Dalton, ready to go. There's take a look at your top 10 one more time in the driver lineup here. See what the drivers are running. Let me pop that out. Pop that back forward. There you go. Bigart, Dalton, Strickland, Brian Fine, Chad Coleman, Grijalva, Cam Dario, David Event Jr., Brandon Banks, Fred Chase. That'll be your drivers ready to rock and roll here. Grijalva, try to manage. We got driver cams. We're going to use the driver cams. I think Grijalva is the first driver inside the... Nope, Brian Fine is. We got to go to Brian. Brian's, he's right over. We'll see how the restart goes for him here. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Tomorrow night, Chop Shop Racing back with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. So we have Sunday Fun Day and then Amp Racing on Sunday, as well as a little free, little wiggle out of the 19. There we go. Caution. Cam Dario. Let's take a look. 11 was trying to be clear of the 7. I don't think they realized he was going to be 3 wide. Yep. Not quite clear up. Ooh, 16. And then the 11 back around again. All right. So what happened to Chris Justice here? He was trying to whoa up. Yeah, he was trying to whoa up here. Car was sliding back down. Oh, he had to lock it up. All right. Well, Big Art staying out. I think a lot of drivers are going to stay out. David Event Jr., Fred Chase, all coming to pit road. Dodie Sanders in. This would be that 12th caution of the race. All right. Joe Hudson coming back around. 34 laps to go. When it comes to fuel mileage, I believe this is going to get extended a couple. So we'll try to get that updated as much as I can. Oh yeah, I know I was stuck on the driver cam. Yeah, Budgie. I have a tendency to let things go whenever I have to search for something, and that's what I had to do. I had to search for the incident, so I just let the scene play out. Thank you. You're amazing. Keeping me on my toes. All right, Nathan Big Art, Tyler Dalton, Michael Strickland, Chad Coleman. We'll see Brian Fine, Grijalva, Schaefer, Banks, Clint Hackett, Pat Green, Churchy up in the mix as well. We're all holding on. Chris Justice is going to be the driver we go on board with here. He's got to go through the field. He is also a lap down. Still getting that right front taken care of. Malenko Gaming is the man. They're going to be up to speed. There he goes. Has to whoa up. Back to the front. Here we go. Striker side by side with a 19. 19 on the outside. Tyler Dalton trying to close it back down. 32 laps to go. Dalton into the corner, 88. Dalton's going to wash up here a little bit. Striker going to slide that corner. This Tyler Dalton will look right back here. Clean air. Schaefer, a little blink happening there. Striker back into the corner. Tyler Dalton back onto the bottom side. Quarter second the gap. Try to roll the beautiful bean footage right now. Strickland free off the corner down to the bottom side. Holds on to it. Gets rolling. That dirty air. Whoa, that was close. Striker drops all the way to 23rd. And now Tyler Dalton trying to close it back down. Pat Green on the move on the inside. Grijalva working. Tyler Dalton fastest lap of the race. 34.06 the last time by. Right there on the back bumper of the 01. Battle for the lead is on. Tyler Dalton trying to make it stick. Sets up. Runs higher. Egg shapes the corner. Has to wait for the car to rotate in turn 4. Drops it in. Shortens out turn 1. Chad Coleman just ran his fastest lap of the race, 34.26. Schaefer to 8th, right behind the 90 of Pat Green. Clint Hackett up inside the top 10, up 11 spots. Rayburn on the move has the 48 right behind Ron Hollyfield. They're looking 3 wide. Joey Jatina, 94 right behind the 16. 3 wide corner exit. Oh, the 16 up into the wall. 94 off the bottom. Fred Chase bangs off the door. So does Church. Church, right side damage on his car. Holy cow. Quarter second the gap. Big Art to Tyler Dalton. Dalton searching for the bottom side. Big Art trying to manage. 0.3 of a second. Now Dalton utilizing the dirty air, trying to close it in. Grijalva in 14th. Jason Day on the move. Came in at 108. 28 lap pressure tires for Jason Day. There's some drivers trying to turn the bottom of the racetrack. Pat Green with a run on to the back bumper of Grijalva. Green looking to the inside. He's going to slide the corner. Oh, both drivers into the wall. But here comes Jason Day, 3 wide, back to 2x2. Pat Green slid the corner. Watch that real time from out the window. Quarter second of the gap. Jason Day trying to turn underneath the 12. That's what the tire does. 12 a little free. Jason Day down to the back straightaway. Joey just ran his fastest lap of the race, 34.53. Clint Hackett run on the outside lane up near the wall. Clint Kibble on 88. Again, Jason Day 108. All the way up to 7th already. Has Pat Green just ahead of him. 25 laps to go here in the bottom portion of this race. The 19 wrapping the bottom side of the racetrack as Big Art sees a lot of the rearview mirror of that guy right there. Try to manage the race line. Tyler Dalton. Car length behind. Dalton backing up the corner. Looking to set up the run on the 01 here. Changing the race line up. We'll see where the 01 goes. The 19 way up the race line. See what turn 4 is going to do for him. This is the closing distance on utilizing the outside lane. Dalton on the outside. Big Art on the inside. 9 lap pressure tires for Tyler Dalton, but don't look now. Jason Day is on the move. He's got a 2.1 second gap as Dalton goes side by side with the 01. Dalton to corner exit. Had to get to the point of trying to make that pass, and now we'll close up into the draft. We'll drop back into the corner. 01 run to the defensive second lane. 19 free. Going to lose all that ground. That bottom just not showing up for him. Jason Day. Seeing Brian Fine go backwards. Pat Green goes around. Caution is out. Gonna bring him up into the field right there. Holds on to it, locks it up. Big Art. Catching up with the pace car. We'll see what happens here. $21 laps to go. Newest tires in the field. Joey's got some of them. David Ament Jr.'s got some of them. Right now, Jason Day doing a phenomenal job trying to make sure that he holds on to what he has. Do you give up track position to come take tires? Well, I think most of the field is going to do so. Clint Hackett staying out. Ooh. Seeing a few drivers going to stay out. Rick Kennedy Jr. is going to be one of those drivers. David Ament's going to stay out. Dama's going to stay out. I think Tony Sanders might stay out as well. Jason Day becomes your race leader. And here's a race recap of what we've seen tonight. 3 different lead changes here. 13 cautions over 38 laps, 131 of 150 being completed. Jason Day, your current race leader. Stage 1 was lap 40. Final stage 110 for the field. And again, the weather still holding strong at 82. I want to make sure that the weather matches up. Let's take a look with the new stuff that is on the screen with everybody. Track conditions 84 on the air temp. That's what I've said. Track temperature is at 128 though, so that has updated. The wind is dynamic. It is updating. Yeah. Say. Okay, Jason Day. We have to take a look. Chad Coleman came out. Big Art came out. Brandon Banks came out on 130. Brian Fine, Tyler Dalton back a spot or two here. Dalton spent an extra second or two, just making sure that the car was good to go. Everybody should be good on fuel, so we shouldn't see any issue when it comes to that. We should be able to make it to the end. That is every driver that is out there. Jason Day with an opportunity. 13th caution of the race. A lot of drivers free out of turn 2. Less about the drivers are having to deal with the surface of the racetrack. It's less about what the drivers have to do with the other drivers. That's what's great about it. I love it. Pace car will lead them around. They'll do the thing. All right, here we go. We're green. Great restart for Jason Day. Trying to skedaddle away. 18 laps to go. This is a situation you don't want to be in. Brandon Banks up and out of the corner. Looking 3 wide. Brian Fine on the inside. We'll go back to second. We'll go back to that second spot. Chad Coleman came to 130 as well. He's got the newest tires in the field. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to clear up. It's going to be clear of Tony Sanders. 5 clears the 47. 01 all the way to the bottom, 3 wide. Big Art trying to settle in. And right now, Chad Coleman double breaks the corner, turns into the bottom side. Jason Day out front. David Ament Jr. trying to manage. Dalton to the outside of Big Art. Up to try to side draft the 01 down to the bottom. Brian Fine just ahead. Tony Sanders there as well. 47 to the outside, 3 on the inside. Big Art trying to back up the corner. Chad Coleman to the inside of David Ament. He goes all the way to the bottom. Jason Day, and now Chad Coleman. Jason Day, 34.27, 34.01 for the 38. Qualifying laps, the next 16 laps as they go. Tony Sanders on the outside. Tyler Dalton back on the inside. Tony Sanders able to play defense there. Tony Sanders in on 116. Tyler Dalton on the very bottom. Joey Gattina right there on the bottom side of the 01. The 01 trying to crest up and out. We'll see how they work. As Tyler Dalton clears, the 01 looking with a head of steam. Going to try to probably throw it into the bottom. Chad Coleman, half second the gap, trying to close the distance. Stryker back at 11th. Rick Kennedy Jr. working. Brad Dobb up to 16th after being lapsed down. He's managed his way forward. Greg Parks on a massive run. Brayburn has Kennedy Jr. on the bottom side. Rick Kennedy Jr. went around. Free on the bottom. Same thing that happened before happened again. Jason Day, your race leader, 14 laps to go. They'll meet up with a pace car and take it again. 14th caution of the race. Rick Kennedy Jr. coming up pit road. Drivers down to the swing of things. Again, thank you very much to all the sponsors, partners, affiliates of Chop Chop Racing. Make sure you check them out and give them all the love in the world. Jason Day, Chad Coleman, David Mint, Brandon Banks, Brian Fine, all working. Tomorrow night, they all go to the dogs, folks. Where are we at? We're at Bristol. And we're running Martinsville. So we got short track racing for both tracks, both races that we have coming up. Speaking of things I need to do, I need to actually have Jess come down here. She's going to have to pick some things for me. Because the Sunday Fun Day race is Jess's Ballistic 5. And that'll be at Nashville Super Speedway. That's where we're running. Okay. Clint Hackett's going to be your lucky dog. He gets back on the lead lap, I do believe. Should put him back on the lead lap. Yeah. All right. Locally dokily. So, yeah, we got short track race in the next couple of days. 5-2-3-8. The 7-5. The 5-7. The 19. The 01-3. This is going to be all about mashing the gas, folks. Mash it. Mash it. Schaefer with a little blink back here. Grijalva right behind him. Thank you to all the drivers that ran the driver camps tonight. I appreciate them very much. I appreciate everybody knocking it down and doing all the things that make iRacing that much greater. That includes, being a part of the platform and, having some fun. Well, we had 3 wide races before. What do you think we're going to have now? Are we going to see 4 wide? We might. They are ready. Pace cars in. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's crank it up. Boom, baby. 5 to the inside of the 38. 19 looking to the outside. 38 down to the bottom. Little side draft special right now happening. Chad Coleman up to the back bumper of the 5-2. Brian Fine trying to hold on. 01's going to be there. Brian Fine Has Bigart right on his back bumper, and Joey Gattina down on the bottom as well. Drivers get tied up the race line. 88 working on the outside. Joey trying to clear. Will slide the 01. Does so. Coleman right there on the inside of the 5 on the inside of the 38 of Coleman. 5-2 working to the bottom, all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Chad Coleman working. Tyler Dalton coming. He is at a head of steam right here happening. Joey David Ament Jr. dropping hard here. He's on the bottom side of the racetrack. Drivers trying to hold on to everything they've got. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball. Brad Dove with a black flag. They are wrecking here, but they are still going. 82 on the outside. A little bit of nose damage for Dama. He holds on. Still trying to manage what he's got going on as well. Jason Day just ran his fastest laps of the race. The 5 leaning on the 38. And right now, Brian Fine looking on the inside. He's got a big move to try to swing this one to the fences. 38 on the outside. Down to the bottom. Try to clear. 19 try to roll. 88 up into the wall. 9 laps to go. Jason Day stretching a half-second difference here. It's Chad Coleman trying to close it down. Brandon Banks trying to slide the corner. Chad Coleman had an opportunity to try to throw it down. Right now, it's all about who can make this happen. Pat Green coming to pit road. Dalton to Big Art. Brian Fine ahead of Tyler Dalton. Chad Coleman down on the bottom side. Brian Fine down there as well. The 19 trying to slide the outside and try to get a big head of steam here. It's Chad Coleman. Tries to close back in on Brandon Banks. Quarter second out of the gap. Jason Day all the way down. Try to hold on to the defensive line as Brandon Banks throws shade on it as well. 19 up high. Little wiggle out of him. Try to hold on. Stryker back into the mix. Here comes Joey Gattina. Brian Rayburn inside of the top 10. Schaefer inside the top 10. Grijalva right behind him. Everybody holding on for everything they've worked. Logan Kogar's had the rebound of his life right now as well. Still a little bit of nose damage on him. Ron Hollyfield back there in 14. Dama up 12. Jason Day, 2/10 of a second. Out of the corner. 6 laps to go. Give it a 108. A lot of single file racing, a little bit of clean air working. Brandon Banks trying to back up the corner to see where Jason Day is going to go. The 5 trying to egg shape right here. He's going to have a little bit of a run as Chad Coleman tries to alleviate that process. Tyler Dalton seeing the 01 clear. The 01. 5 laps to go. Trying to get a couple of more out of it. Tyler Dalton back to the bottom side. Jason Day trying to stretch the hand here. 1/10.5 now, 2/10 again. Day down to the back straightaway. Bigard sees Brian Fine. Goes around him on the outside. Tyler Dalton having to get out of the gas to work the corner. Chad Coleman holding on. 4 laps to go. The top 5 in its own battle. Brian Fine seeing Dalton on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Dalton needed a long run. That's exactly what he needed. And right now, just couldn't get it to be able to try to get it clear. 5-2 down on the bottom. The 5 to the back bumper. Chad Coleman, egg shape in the corner. 4 to go. It'll be 3 this time by. Brandon Banks off the corner. On a podium spot for any one of the drivers who can press as hard as they can. 5 looking to the outside. 5-2 to the bottom. Brandon Banks knowing what's behind him. Trying to set up a run. Off corner. Clean air. Trying to get to it. 3 laps to go. Coleman trying to work into the corner as well. Here comes Nathan Bigart. Little egg shape for the 38-01. Trying to turn down on the bottom. 01 right there to the back bumper to the 38. Both drivers holding on. 2 to go. Jason Day trying to do what he can. 1/10.5 the gap. natural line around the bottom of the racetrack. Brandon Banks trying to settle into that run on the outside one more time. Up and out of the corner. Coleman to Big Art. And a fight for the lead. Banks to the back bumper. Coleman to Big Art. Door to door on the back straightaway. Jason Day comes around. We'll see it. White flag waves. Final lap. The race for the win is right here. Day to the bottom. Up and out onto the race line. Quarter second the gap. Brandon Banks trying to close it down one last time. Jason Day, Brandon Banks. Banks a hard charge one final time out of 3 and 4. Can he get there? On to the back straightaway. On to 4. Jason Day. He's a winner at Homestead. Brandon Banks second. Bigart third. Coleman will finish 4. Tyler Dalton inside the top 5. Jason Day with a win. And well-deserved. Knocking it down. Celebration. Need nothing but all the skill the Canadian brought. Big bump from the 38. Give him the love for the 5-2. All the love from Joey. Hell of a run for Jason Day. Give it a 108. Had the charge to the front. And that was the race he needed. Here comes Schaefer. He's going to give a little bit of love. Jacob, take it for the light. Jason Day will celebrate. And we are going to celebrate with him. Congratulations to Jason Day on the win here at Homestead. iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Go to iRacing.com. Use Jason Day's name as your referral, and Jason Day will get a little bit of benefit if you have your monthly subscription. So make sure you check him out. Give Jason Day some love. iRacing.com. Start your sim experience today with your rookie series. You get a lot of open content that you get, some free content that you get. You can start your rookie license for $13 for that first month, or you can buy a whole year with a discounted price. No matter what you do, no matter how you do it, thank you to iRacing for giving us a platform to be able to do what we do. We appreciate that very much. Let's bounce on over and take a look at the race results, because the race results beeth the race results. You know what I mean? Laps led goes to Nathan Bigard, 63 laps led, but he finishes third. Jason Day, 21 laps led, wins the race tonight. Brandon Banks finishes second. Again, Bigard, he was also your pole sitter. He finishes third. Had a good little battle there at the end with Chad Coleman. Finishes 4. Tyler Dalton inside the top 5. Brian Fine, Joe Cattina, Eric Schaefer, Michael Strickland, Joseph Grijalva, your top 10. Mike Grijalva doing a phenomenal job. Rayburn Kogar, Sanders, Hollyfield, David Emmett Jr., Fred Chase, Greg Parks, Jeff Laraway, Jerry Culver, Chris Justice, your top 20. Down the rest of your race results we go. 21st goes to Adam Dama, who had a good day happening for him. Churchy, Mr. Craig Bridge Jr., Mr. Clint Hackett, Mr. Brad Dove. How about Pat Green, Joe Hudson, Cam Dario, Rick Kennedy Jr., John Fowler. How about Jerry Culver? Let's give a little love to Jerry Culver. Jerry Culver, 14 spots. Nice job by Jerry. 14 spots gained for the man. Jason Day up 12. It was pretty awesome. Mark Ratchin, David Steiner, Levi Allen, Jeremy Bailey, Jonathan Parsons, and Mr. Brock Duty did not start the race, but he was in the look. So how about that? How about Jerry Culver? 19th. All the 3 green flag lead changes, 5 different leaders, 14 cautions tonight, and they ran the full 221.97 miles, so 222 miles around this racetrack. Phenomenal day, phenomenal race. All the things you could ask for when it comes to racing. You know, and Jason Day gets it done. How about that? How about them apples? Yep. Let's do the thing. Let's talk to some people. Let me do a little thing. We talked to the man. Congratulations, old Jason Day, getting the big old W here. How about that? You've and
no driver cam woes. All the things happened. The right things happened. The right reasons happening. Able to hold on. Man, was this track. I know it was tough for some of the drivers to get 10, 15 lap green flag run in because it just seemed like turn 2 was being devastating to everybody. But I tell you what, man, you're second to the point standings. You had one pole, one stage win. Now you had a win to the win column. Massive day for you, man. Congratulations. This was, how'd you do it? You held off some hard charging drivers there at the end.
Yeah, I thought I made a mistake going in on lap 108 when that I thought that was the right call. I was like, okay, this is the right call. If it goes green, I have a chance to get up there. And then when that later caution came out with 20 to go, I was like, I don't have a chance here. I think there was only five guys behind me, and they weren't very strong on their tires. So I was like, they're gonna catch me pretty quick. But just talking to Nate, and I'm not used to being out front, so I didn't realize how good clean air was. And when I got out to the clean air, it was like, wow, this is a totally different thing for me. So the car felt really good. Struggled a little bit in the first stage. Learned a little bit. Asked Nate for a little bit of advice partway through the race. He gave me a little tip on turn 3 and 4 where I was struggling, and I started picking up pace and picking some guys off. 1 and 2, I was good. That middle line was really good. I made a lot of passes there. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this win. I'm literally shaking right now. It's funny. I've been doing this such a long time, but this is a big win for me against a group like this. And I just, want to say thanks to Brandon Banks for, I think he could have got by me there. I don't know if he was being super nice to me because I try to be nice to him or what, but I don't know if it was a clean air, but I felt like he could have got by me, but appreciate him for racing me clean. Yeah, what a day. I was not expecting, I've said to you this earlier, I don't expect to win in this league. I just want to be able to race up front. So to get a win here at a track that I am not good at, and this is like Tyler, Nate's, all those guys that can run that high grooves track, I'm ecstatic right now.
I mean, that's one of the things that I see. This racetrack it's a beat 'em up racetrack. It'll beat your car up. It'll beat your tires up. It'll beat the tempers up. But it's such a good racetrack. Like everything that I see when it comes to Homestead Miami Speedway, there's a reason why the championship race should be here. It's because it can put on racing like this, where a driver on older tires could just, if he can manage clean air, then it's exactly the right call. Brandon tried to get to your back bumper. He tried to get there on the inside. He even tried to set up a run there a couple of times. It's just, the moment that the air was on his nose, you could see the car just go bogged down.
Yeah, I wondered that. I wondered if the dirty air and like he'd get a little tight behind me there, but yeah, this track's great. I do agree with you. There's multiple grooves. I felt like if we had long green runs, I felt like I was good. Like I could have been top 3 if we went green the whole race tonight. Like I felt like I may not have qualified well, and I didn't do great on the short runs, but I felt like if we went green most of the night, I was a top 3, top 5 car anyway. So I felt pretty good that way, tire saving wise. But yeah, I agree. This is definitely where NASCAR needs to have their championship. Multiple grooves, clean air makes a big difference. It's a good spot, and I don't know. I don't even know what to say right now. I feel like I'm in Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands, but I just super excited. Glad to talk to you here in Victory Lane. It's just wow. I don't know what. It's amazing.
It's a good thing, and the commentators curse, the driver cam curse. No matter what you want to call it, the curse didn't happen. I'm pretty happy about that. It's a chance. It's a chance of a lifetime for me to be able to do things like this and talk to drivers and talk to people who've been around the racing world. The simulator brings everybody together, but it's still real racing. No matter what you look at, no matter how you look at it, it's still real racing. Everybody's trying to give it their all.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been doing this online racing thing since '99, so 27 years now. I've been doing this off and on. I took a few years off, but and I've raced real cars, and the competition in this is way more than I've ever raced in real race cars. So, like this group of guys in this league, yes, there's some great guys out there, but this group of guys, the guys that are in top 10 in this league, are some of the best I've ever raced with in my life, and I can't hold a candle to any of them normally, but to be able to just to be able to beat some of these guys, it's feels pretty good. Like class act by all these guys, clean driving. You know, it was a few self spins tonight. Eric struggled a little bit, but he even admitted he struggled. He had a little trouble with his car tonight, but yeah, it was just a good race all in all. Like, just, yeah, good group too. I'm glad to see the cup numbers up over that 30 car mark, so that's good for broadcast, good for the league. So I'm happy about all that.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. That's what I want to see. I want to see. Keep it up. Let's see. Schedule. We have to see where we're going next because I believe it's the extra horsepower race. It is Indianapolis King of the Bricks 300. That'll be 150. That's gonna be a long dang old race. Good boogly woogly. Oof. Well, hopefully the extra horsepower, does some justice.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help me a little bit. It's not, again, not one of my better tracks, but I feel like long green flag runs, I could be good there. But that's a Nate and Tyler track. I think so. Maybe Brandon, those type of tracks for those guys, be able to roll those flat corners.
It'll be a good time. No matter how you look at it, hey, you know what? You got to win. We're week 6, and nobody's really walking away with it. I do believe this is going to give you a good bump in the points. And if you don't take over the lead, that's a strong second for you tonight, brother. Give you shout outs. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thanks to you, Jason. Everything you do, all the broadcasts, Signature Esports is one of the best out there. So if you guys get a chance to go and watch Jason, he's on almost every night of the week broadcasting something. So check him out on Signature Esports on YouTube and give him a like and share. Thanks to all the guys at Chop Shop putting on a great league, all their series, everything they do. Excited about the new 87 series coming up eventually in July. Really excited about that. Thanks to all the admins. Thanks to John for taking over his race control tonight. I know he's got a sore back and he couldn't race, so he did the race control. So I appreciate him doing that. Everybody at Chop Shop, the Chopp'n It Up podcast for sponsoring the series. All of our other sponsors. Put a little plug in for myself and Brad Dove with the Chop Shop Weekly podcast. It's on Monday nights. Give us a chance and watch us. See what you think. Like and share. If you don't like it, let us know. We'll change some things up. We got some guests coming up, and thanks to Stu's Liquid Solutions for sponsoring the Chevrolet, and hopefully we'll see you again soon and talk to you soon.
I would hope so. I mean, this is only a good thing for momentum.
I think so. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this season. I've talked to you this before. The changes in the cars definitely worked for me. Stuff's not helping me in the truck series. Actually, the other night I had a top 10 going and ended up finishing 32nd on that last lap, but it is what it is at those tracks. But
yeah,
I'm happy with the way Cup series is going, and we got some momentum rolling here.
Yeah, and it's a long season. Still 20 races left to go. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, sir.
That's the 5-2. Jason Day coming home from Victoria, British Columbia. Let's talk to P2 tonight. It probably needed another lap or two. I don't know. What did you need, Mr. Adminboxx? Congratulations on a P2. That was a hard-fought P2. How about the restart that put you in contention to even do that? Like, track position was everything. I watched you come off pit road ahead of Nate and a couple of other drivers. I was like, ooh, that was a nice little pit stop. And I tell you what, it nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah. I think him and Tyler, Nathan and Tyler, they think they both lit their box coming in, which helped. I mean, clean air was really key. I mean, I knew if we could get out in front of Tyler and Nate and try to get through traffic as quick as possible, we had a chance at Jason. And like I said, it kind of worked out how we wanted it to, but I don't know, man. I can't race Jason. Can't do that to him. There was a couple times I could have put it in there really deep and maybe touched him and nudged him out of the way. I can't do it. He races me so clean, man. I wanted to make the pass as clean as I possibly could. And I don't know. He deserves it though. He had a couple entries into one that kind of cut me off where I couldn't get a good run off of two.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the clean air up there was, like he said, I believe it was pretty important. wish we could have got some green flag runs in. I think our car was really good about halfway through the run. I could really start picking up some time, but didn't happen tonight.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll take a second. Like to get a win in here, but hopefully it'll come.
Well, we got tracks. Well, we got an extra horsepower track next week. That'll be interesting to watch. Hopefully, we don't see any blown engines. That's I think that's my worry with that. With Indianapolis. It's a big track to have the extra horsepower on. It could do a lot of damage to the tires. But hey, you know what? It could be a lot of fun. I don't know. This would be something new for me to watch.
Yeah, on Sundays, we've been running the extra horsepower on Sundays in another league. And I don't know, in some sense, it does help with the passing a little bit. But I don't know. I just don't think the setups are set up for that much horsepower, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit different. It's something you got to get used to for sure. Definitely would recommend everybody if they've never done it to jump in the practice this week when they put it up and practice it, because it's a little bit different. But yeah, like I said, fun race. Wish we could have had some green flag runs. It is what it is. It was a tough track. It was slick. I mean, passing was a little bit difficult, so I kind of could see it, like Nate was saying. In practice, you could see a lot of people kind of getting loose, especially off of 2. We didn't think it was going to be 2 good green flag runs, honestly. So it's kind of how we thought it was going to be, but I wish we could have got some good. I loved that I had a green flag pit stop, and this entrance to pit road's kind of tricky, and it's real fun to try to do it, and but yeah, congrats to Jason. Like I said, if it wasn't going to be one of my teammates to win, he'd definitely be the next person in line that I'd want to win. So congrats to him. But everybody up front, man, it was some really good racing by everybody. That was in top 10, 12. So a lot of fun, and we'll go on next week, and I don't know. We'll try. It's a flat track. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. he and Tyler, I think there's gonna be a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's the series is picking up traction, and I like seeing that. So I think that's one of the big factors that we see when you see the first 5 or 6 weeks you see cars being added to the field. That's even cooler. So, but yeah. Homestead's in the books. We'll go off to Indy. We'll do the Kings 300. It's a 2-mile length racing surface. We're gonna. Oh wait, it's 2.5. 2.5. Good Lord, I can math. I can math. I'm not mathing well. Okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, 125 laps next week. It's going to be a long race. It's going to be fun, but it'll be a long race. All right, brother. Give you shout outs. P2 tonight. Not a bad day.
Yeah, man. Obviously, you for putting on the broadcast. Great job as always. Definitely the DBR guys. Appreciate them. Jason for winning, man. Like I said, everybody in the top, those guys up front that were running, they were excellent racing tonight. So everybody gave each other room, and it was just a lot of fun. And like I said, Hammond for coming in here and race controlling for us. With Penguin not being here anymore, appreciate him. And like I said, everybody kind of behind the scenes that puts this stuff on, appreciate them. And Chopp'n It Up podcast for everything. And like I said, we'll go next week and see what we can do.
It's going to be fun. No matter how I look at it, it's going to be fun. At least I think it's going to be fun. And if it's not fun, well, then we'll blame the cookies.
It'll be fun. Don't worry about it.
It'll be good. Brandon, much love, brother. I appreciate you. Tell everybody I said hello, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. Thank you.
You too. Brandon Banks coming on P2 tonight. Last but not least, Nathan Big Art coming home in P3, and needing a little bit more of a run there, sir, at the end of that one. But nonetheless, how about them apples? How about Jason Day? How about the advice he took from you? He went out there and won the race.
Absolutely. It felt good to try to help some of the guys out that were struggling, and he's one that can definitely listen to what you say and put it into practice instantly, and you could tell it definitely made a difference for him. And it was just backing up the entry.
Mhm.
I think a lot of guys were definitely overdriving the entry, and if we would have ever got a long run, they really would have paid for that. But I think a lot of guys got lucky, especially at the end where it came down to a short run, because they were able to, go hard for 10 laps and overdrive that entry. And I was frustrated. I needed a long run tonight. I think me and Tyler definitely would have battled hard had it been if we could have ever got on the same strategy and had a long run. But Jason had the right strategy. He had the clean air, and like you said, he took the tips and did an awesome job.
Yeah, you and Tyler. I was watching that. The relative. It was. I mean, you guys drove different corners, but you had. I mean, it was different corners, but it worked for the both of you. It didn't seem like there was too much scrub off. It seemed like everybody was able to, to manage. I mean, when we get 10, 15 laps into a run, that's when you started noticing who was going to be able to stretch. What happened there? I was going to ask you, when you dropped back to about 18th, 19th, what happened? Because there was a good race happening there, and then you had to go to the back.
Yeah, well, I had the race, on iRacing running, trying to race my race, but I also had 2 internet browsers up to watch the stream, and the truck race was supposed to be going. So then I had the Chrome browser open, so the screens froze.
Oh no!
Coming out of the corner, and yeah, so I just turned left and hoped I didn't hit the wall and got out of the way down onto the apron. And luckily, it only lasted for about 2.5 seconds, and it came back, and I was able to drive back out onto the track. But yeah, I started closing some things down. And the screens came back.
Yeah, we have a tendency to. I have multiple things open just to keep up with everybody and keep up with everything. So, even when I'm in the simulator, there's a difference between driving and spectating. And I tell that to a lot of people. Like when you're driving, you're having to render a shorter field, right? A shorter point of view. But it has to do it so fast that you need all the concentration you can get. I love that. I love it when people have the stream open and can take in consideration what's happening. Just and sometimes I have information that people don't, but never at the detriment. Never at the detriment of somebody's race. I'm glad you're able to rebound. I'm glad you're able to. I mean, you started picking some drivers off there. You finished inside the top 10 for the stage. Like there was some good racing happening there, and I think that's where, the mindset of a racer. I was talking to Jason Day about the mindset of a racer is that this is just as competitive as the real thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely had a great comeback. Was proud of that. Had some fun. Some great battles tonight with a lot of different drivers. The passing wasn't easy. You really had to be patient with the throttle and work your way, take your time, inch at a time. But yeah, definitely was a fun night. Absolutely, congrats to Jason. He did a great job. Me and Tyler tied for laps led, so it was definitely a back and forth between us. We were on different strategies. It was fun. There was a lot going on tonight. It was exciting.
Well, iRacing gave it to you because you finished ahead of them. Just so you know, when it comes to the overlays.
Perfect. I was wondering if neither of us got a point.
I think it's the driver who finished that. Well, according to the overlays, you got credit for most laps led. So who knows? Maybe they split
Let's
it
go
in
with
half.
that.
Yeah, they split it in half. Well, but you finished 2 spots ahead. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you've got some battles happening here. I've seen you, jumping around as well, trying to race with these guys that are just as competitive as you are. And I think, looking through the field, there's not one driver out here that probably didn't enjoy, trying to march through the field at this racetrack. It is a different animal It's a different style of 1.5-mile racetrack. Both corners are different, or and being able to set up, it would turn 1 and 2, which feels more shallow. Even though it's higher banking, it feels more shallow, and 3 and 4 feels wider, but it's slower. Like there's so much to get out of this racetrack, and you guys put on a show. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope it was enjoyable to watch for sure. I can't imagine that it wasn't bad, because there was a lot going on out there.
Yeah, a lot of turn two going on.
Yeah.
But turn 2 is the detriment of a lot of drivers everywhere, especially at this racetrack. Nate,
It was a tough setup for sure.
Well, I mean, track temperature didn't help, but there's that bump on the bottom of turn 2. Like if you are too shallow on your corner, and trying to exit up, like it's gonna bump. Your right rear is gonna hit that bump, and it's gonna send you around. I saw that a lot tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I tried telling everybody I do know this. I know this stuff. I watch, but I mean, sometimes you can overheat the right rear too, and it'll do the same thing. But tonight was about clean air. You had a bunch of it. Tyler had a bunch of it. Jason finished with it. And you get a P3, man. Give a shout outs. It's a lot of fun. Congratulations. We got Bristol tomorrow for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And no doubt, I know you're looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it happen. Just shout out to Jason for the win. Did an awesome job. Banks for the P2, Tyler for the great racing out there. Everybody, all the drivers did a great job. I had some great battles, like I said, with a lot of different cars, no contact, just good, hard racing. And it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed tonight. So hats off. Shout out to all the Chop Shop, all the admins, Signature Esports, you, Jason, all the fans out there supporting you and everything you do, and us at Chop Shop. My number 1 fan out there, always supporting me. Love you, Mom.
All right, Nate. 2 wins on the season. You came in 5th in the point standings. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now. Because, I know there's some missed races.
We're gonna start our climb to the top.
Yeah, I see the missed races out there, and and you got.
Next week we'll be at Indy. Well, we'll see.
Extra horsepower, a few more laps. It'd be 125 laps. Yeah, it'll be different.
I think at the moment I'm still the king of the chop, last winner of the king of the chop race. So, being that it's another king of, we'll see who gets the win next week.
There you go. I like it. All right, Nate. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, and congrats on a P3.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That's Nathan coming home in P3 tonight. He is the king of the chop from last week. I forgot about the last season one, and there was already one of those races happening, but pretty cool. Jason Day gets the win here, Victoria, British Columbia, being honored by the 5-2, and it was a phenomenal race. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing. Thank you to, of course, all the partner sponsors and affiliates of Chop Chop Racing. Thank you to our partner sponsors and affiliates, Signature RP, Red Clay Roleplay, Amp Racing, and, of course, AIChiefRacing.com. Make sure you get out there. You check all of our partner links. Make sure that you get out there. You take care of Budgie as well, because she's absolutely amazing. If you get the opportunity, Budgie is not a content creator, but you can follow her nonetheless and give her some love. Don't jump in her DMs, but you can always jump in a chat and make sure that she's welcome. Thank you to Bree. Thank you to all the fine folks out there as well. And thank you to each and every one of you for being out there. You guys are amazing and continue to be amazing. It was a good race. I know that we had a lot of cautions tonight, but it was a good race nonetheless. And very, very Bree's not icky. It's not it. Listen here, I don't want to call you by your government name, okay? We won't do that. All right, we're gonna call you. That's cookie breath. That's not a bad thing. Cookies are good. Anywho,
And yeah, we get down to the wire. We're gonna continue to have some fun. I will see you guys tomorrow for some day streaming. We'll do some O'Reilly Auto Parts Series broadcasts. Then Jess and I are going to have to talk about what races we're going to be doing, or what cars we're going to be throwing up for the Sunday Fun Day. It's 5 or whatever she wants us to drive cars. So it'll be around Nashville. So I don't know. Outside of that, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Be good, be safe, be kind. We're the Sport Factory of Life. We'll see you tomorrow for Bristol, Martinsville on Sunday after for AMP Racing in the back for Nashville Super Speedway again on Monday night for the Sim 500 Cup Series. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we appreciate you all very much for being out there. As always, be good, be safe, be kind. We're the Sport Factory of Life. And as always, we'll see you soon. Peace. Bye, Budgie.